Yeah, I'll tell you what,
Down to
when it
Achilles.
goes bad, it goes bad, doesn't it? Players, coaches, I thought our girls against Oklahoma, those come out, they played extremely hard, especially that first half. Second half, we got some more foul trouble and was very limited. Had several people out of position, and ended the game with several people out of position. Was able to get the win.
Looks like you caught a break with Naomi. She's going to practice today.
Well, non-contact.
Non-contact.
So hopefully, she don't have any complications or anything. But she's able to go non-contact today, and then tomorrow, shoot around. She can go live, and then it'll be a game time situation. But it looks pretty good right now.
The last two games, what have you done that you like? What have you done differently than say the first two games?
Well, I thought, especially the second half of the Oklahoma State game, we shot the ball better. I mean, we defended pretty much the whole game, rebounded well, but wasn't hitting shots. Second half, we started hitting shots. And then Katrina went down, but we had the lead at that time. And then this game, I thought we come out defensively really playing hard that first half, really playing hard, paying attention to details and getting out on their shooters and really hitting the offensive boards. I thought we did a good job of. So those are things. And then, like I said, the second half we wore down a little bit, got in foul trouble a little bit, had people out of position, but still was able to maintain the lead.
Tynese looks like she's starting to come alive a little bit at the time you really need her.
Yeah, and I think she's starting to work a little bit harder to get open and not standing around as much on offense or defense. So I think, and then, the second half, against Oklahoma, they started, every time she caught the ball, the double team her, get out of her hand, which was smart, which left other people open, and we got to be able to hit those shots. And we weren't hitting those shots, and that's when they made their comeback.
But a little bit of the old Tynese, I guess there were some instances where she just made shots and they couldn't guard her.
Yeah. We isolated her a couple times, and but I think the biggest thing is she's moving out the basketball. She's setting up picks, and she's reading picks, and something that she hadn't been doing because I just don't think she was comfortable yet. But I think she's getting more comfortable right now, and it was great. She was, co-player of the week in the Big 12. That was good. That's good for her confidence.
This team tomorrow night might be one of the better Iowa State teams you've played.
Probably is the best Iowa State overall. I mean, they have a great player, and they have a lot of great players around her. And they shoot the ball extremely well. They can shoot the three from almost every position, which puts a lot of pressure on your defense, on dribble penetration and offensive rebounding and that type of stuff. So, very good basketball team. Honestly, I think if we come out and play, we match up pretty well with them. And we'll see what happens. We'll see. Hopefully they're not hitting and we are hitting. And then it'll be good.
So 4 out, they play 4 out?
They'll play 4 out. They run a lot of stuff. Them in Oklahoma probably run the most sets of anybody in the league. And so they run a lot of stuff.
So I guess the key is to get them to take the shots they don't want to take? Or
well, it is contested, and sometimes you got to get lucky they're not hitting those shots.
Right.
And you're rebounding those misses. So once again, key with our numbers, foul trouble. Hopefully nobody else can get a concussion and stay out, of injury and stay out of foul trouble. And if we can do that, I think we'll be right there.
And I would guess too, you're going to have to manage this game a little bit from the bench and with timeouts and clock and all that stuff.
I kind of I probably did something the other night I've never done probably 10 years. I had no timeouts left with about 5 minutes left in the game because I had to keep stopping runs. I had to keep stopping, and then I had people out of position. I just had to keep taking timeouts. But, it worked out. Now, this game, if we need a couple timeouts at the end and I used them all up, then it doesn't work out. But, as a coach, you got to stop runs. You got to be able to keep people under control and run your sets, and they have to understand what you want them to do.
Fortunately, you had that lead to be able to do
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely. But I had to keep telling. That's probably the first game in a lot of years I didn't have no timeouts going down the stretch. But it is what it is. You just had to use them.
Coach, with all the injuries and stuff, it seems like the one kind of piece that has stayed the same has been Madison Smith. Have you seen a lot from her? I guess how important is she to this team, being just a freshman?
Well, everybody right now, all 7, 8 of them are very important to the team, including Madison. Is playing a lot of minutes, man, as a freshman. Carey, what experience they're getting right now as freshmen, and so-called learning on the job right now. And they're doing a good job. They're handling it very well. I see improvement in both of them, every week, and I've said it all along. I think both of them are going to be great players here.
With Madison specifically, I mean, she played 37 minutes against Oklahoma. That tied a season high, and it seems like she's also kind of starting to find her stride scoring the basketball a little more as well. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, she needs to pick and choose. Point guard, though, I always tell point guards you need to, on the break, look to score, and at the end of the shot clock, look to score. In between there, you have to distribute the ball, get the ball in our scorers' hands and that type of stuff. She does a great job defending on ball. And she can score. She's capable to hit threes. She's capable to get it to the rim. So she's done a nice job for us.
Anything that stood out to her, to you about her and her recruiting process or anything?
Well, I just thought she was very strong for her age. I thought she had great quickness and could really defend, and that really stood out to me.
Where would you be right now without Lucky?
We'd be in trouble. Luckily, we was able to get her last December. And I think she's really done a good job for her. Now, she didn't shoot well the other night, but, man, there was nobody played harder than her on the floor.
Defense, too, right?
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
She defended very well and got out in the passing lanes and got a couple steals from behind. And she played as hard as anybody we had, and I was very impressed with her the other night.